Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I'm here today with set number 60066, Swamp Police Starter Set from LEGO City. This is ages 5 to 12, includes 78 pieces, it has 4 minifigures and 3 animals. This is available in 2013, and it retails for about $9.99. From looking at the box, I've noticed LEGO City has changed a little bit of its style in that it has a different border on the top and bottom of the box. As we look around towards the back, we get to see some of the play features of the sets, including the minifigures on the top, some of the models in the set, and what else you can do with the play of the minifigures. You can also see on the top, we have our actual size figure and another model shown. So let's open this set up and take a look inside. So here we have all of our assemblies from the set, some large, some small, some animals, and some figures. Now, in the foreground, we get to see all of our extra pieces from the set. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see this in the future for more recent sets, if you want to see what's left over after building the main parts. Actually, some nice accessories. I mean, who doesn't want an extra chin beard? Little beard. I'm not really sure exactly what it's called. Prospector beard. Anyways, we'll take a closer look at each of our assemblies now. We'll start things off by looking at our 4 minifigures in this set. It's actually nice to have 4 minifigures to play with in such a small set, especially when it's 2 cops and 2 robbers, so you can have equal sides and multiple opportunities for playing with this set. Remember, this is a starter set for LEGO City, so it's encouraging younger children that may not be experienced with LEGO City or with LEGO at all to have a little bit of play right out of the box. So, we have 2 different Swamp Police officers. They have different outfits on, and they're actually nicely printed on each of them. We have a standard face for one officer and a new face for another one. I also like how one of them wears a hat and the other wears just a hairpiece, so that you get a little bit more of personality behind each of the officers. They have plain legs, which is okay for me. Our 2 robbers in the set also have their own personality. We've had this face before, but it is a nice face to have. And we also have a new face for this set, for more of the 2015 Swamp Police series, should I say. They both have the identity of being robbers by the gray and white stripes on their torsos, but they get it a little bit more customized for each of these. You can see this one has more of, You can see this one has more of the kind of high waist pants on him. That's printing that's intended to go up from the leg assembly, and it actually has a little bit of a ripped shirt there, which is pretty cool for a robber. He also has a backpack on the back of him, so you can use the money in the set and hide it in his bag. You can also take the bag off of him and just use him as another robber without a bag. He does have some back printing on there, and it has, again, kind of similar printing from the front of the robber. Our second robber, while I get this hat back on, is pretty cool looking. I like how he has the interesting facial hair underneath him. He also has a newer face for 2015, and he also has newer printing. This newer printing also goes with what we've seen before with the other robber. It comes up from the legs, so it kind of insinuates what leg color should be used here. It also even has the straps that go over and onto the back of him. He does not have a double-sided face. None of the minifigures in this set have double-sided faces. There's a look at our robber, number 2, I guess, without the facial hair underneath. The robbers in this set have a small raft, which is easy to build and uses some pretty cool parts to make the log shape underneath it. It also has a way of standing both of the robbers on here, but you can also make them sit if you wanted to. It's actually nice for space. Pretty nice assembly, in fact, in my opinion. And they are going to be either escaping from the cops or making their way to this assembly. This is a separate assembly in the set, which has a red spider on it. That's a pretty cool color for the spider. And inside of here, if you move some bushes around, perhaps with the shovel, you can reveal some more money. We have the first $100 bill, but we can also fit another one inside of here. So as a little way of hiding away cash and stolen money from the police in case they get caught. So they'll always know where to go when they need to make another robbery and store their money. The robbers are being chased by a policeman on a hovercraft. I don't know if that's the official name of the swamp boat, but that's one that I often remember when I'm thinking about this type of boat. I've seen this made many times over LEGO's history, even in the past 20 years. So it's nice to see how it changes over time, and as it's grown, it's actually gone a little bit smaller. This one's much smaller than previous versions, but it does the job well. In fact, I think in some ways it does it better than the previous versions. On the front, this is a printed piece that says police, so kids don't have to worry about taking the stickers off and putting them onto pieces for this particular set. It has places for holding different equipment, which is probably the thing I like most about this. You could fit the walkie-talkie there, or the binoculars on the side. You even have room back here for some sirens, which if you wanted, you could change those out and put some more accessories on there. It has a nice chair high and, above most of the swampy mush that would be underneath the boat. You also have some levers you can put in the minifigure's hand, and you can spin the propeller on the back. It's an easy assembly for the back as well, so no complications in the back part for the boat. It's also got a nice bottom that lines up well. It's easy to move around and move it through all of these swamp creatures. Inside of this set, we not only have the spider, but we also have this small red snake. You could hide this in the grass or put it in the swamp area where this boat will be driving through. And inside of the swamp, you could fit also this alligator. Or is it a crocodile? I'm not really sure. I know there's a difference between the mouths, but I'm never really sure about it when it comes to LEGO. This one has a newer version from 2015. It is newer than previous versions because it has printing on it. It can open up its mouth real wide and actually hold things inside of its mouth. We can even take some of the money we had earlier. You can even feed him the money. You can kind of chomp on it if he's trying to take it from the criminals. Almost fits entirely in his mouth. There's also a small space in the front of his mouth so that he can hold different objects. We could take the handcuffs here and put them in his mouth, and it'll actually hold it. A little loosely, but it'll still work. Now we can also move the back part of the alligator crocodile. This is simply moving the tail back and forth. It's actually really nicely designed. I like it being dark green. I like the texture that's applied to it. And although the legs can't move, it's still a nice assembly. There's actually a pin in the middle to hold the tail together to it. It looks pretty sharp from the front. Overall, this is a very neat little set. I think this is nice for younger children to use and play with, whether they can be cops or robbers. You can have that play between them, chasing them up and down. The builds for them are very simple and easy to follow in the instructions. There's lots of things you can play with and even create an environment around this set, make even more of a swamp and forest area to work with this set, and maybe even work with some of the other 2015 LEGO City Police sets. I also like the designs for the minifigures, most of them that are new, some of them that are reused but still feel fresh to me personally. And I also like with the extra pieces, you notice that we have enough pieces for another handcuff and for another pair of, not binoculars, the flashlight that the other policeman is holding. So technically, you could use some of those and put them onto the boat, as I mentioned earlier. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out some more LEGO City reviews and LEGO Town reviews on my channel in a playlist. We'll also be doing some more 2015 LEGO set reviews, so stick around for those. And we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos.